Speaking of the head coach of Miami, we have a special guest tonight. It is the head coach of Miami, Barack Chalk. Barack, how's it going tonight, man?
Oh, it's going well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Big win this week. First game in your career, I believe, especially as Miami head coach. Very impressive. Got the big win over UCA. What are your thoughts and feelings on that game, and how did it go? And how was your first game? Were there any nerves? And how did you get over them?
I would say that there definitely was some nerves. I mean, first game ever playing in a user league with actual stakes. So I mean, we just kind of had to start from the ground running. I mean, me and Merrill ended up getting a good system kind of working and everything. Uh, and we just kind of had to power through. We had a good faith in each other, and we kind of just kept working on it. And overall, it went really well.
Blake, parse what you guys got for Coach Barack.
Barack, what do you have to say to everyone out there who just thinks that this is beginner's luck? Was this just a one-time thing, or is this going to be the same Miami team we see all the rest of the year?
I would just say tune in next week. I mean, it really just comes down to how we end up dealing with that adversity. We didn't see too much adversity in the first game. No disrespect to UCA. They just didn't have a whole lot going for them. But, I mean, if we end up having to go against the brick wall that is Georgetown and Coach Vicey on defense, there can definitely be some issues there. And, I mean, just kind of see how it ends up going.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
All right, Hey, Barack. While we deal with some other things, I got a question for you, brother. Coming into this league, coming in this week, I didn't have a lot of hope for Miami. You did play UCA. Like you said, next week is Georgetown. Georgetown is a problem. I believe they were one of the best defenses last year. The DC Vicey won coordinator of the year last year. So that'll be a massive test for your team. How are you preparing for Georgetown? I know it was insane that some stuff you were doing in your game never works. I've never seen one work like since I've been here and through week one. You ran a lot of screens that absolutely never work, but everything worked for you. So how are you really feeling going into the next one? Do you have a plan of attack?
We definitely need to rely a little bit more heavy on the run game. I think we ended up getting a little bit lucky with a lot of our passing, especially towards the end. But if we can end up kind of using the dual threat that is Mason as well as LaDainian Tomlinson, we can definitely end up going far in our running game. And then if we end up having a hot quarterback, then we can end up opening it up to the air. So just kind of progressing our game as that goes.
Anybody else? I mean, I could ask another question. I'll just open up the floor real quick.
Yeah, fire away, parse. You got him. Ask him, man.
All right. One more question. I want to know if this is correct. I'm seeing here that do you remember how far LT ran that touchdown? Was it 72 yards?
I have the stats right here. I do not
I
see
think it
as
was.
long.
We'll go with it. Yeah, you probably.
It was over 70 yards. Yes.
So that will beat the longest run in RFCL history. I beat it. I had it last year with Bryce Robinson for 63 yards. So congratulations to your offensive line, the big people movers. With I believe Big Country. I forgot his name.
Country Pumpkin.
Country Pumpkin. Yeah, I believe he was moving the way on that one, and LT absolutely blasted through the hole. It seems like they were able to stop the run a little bit, and Mason just kept going. When you have a 5-foot, absolutely nothing quarterback out there running between people's legs like an elf, are you scared he's going to fumble every single time he takes off?
I mean, there's a little bit of worry, but I think that he has secured the ball really well. I have not seen too many issues with that. Honestly, Mason played a hell of a game last week. I think that he ends up getting as much faith as he possibly can because of that. If he wants to run the rock, he can run the rock.
Fair enough. I got nothing because he was the net pad and everything. He's holding it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we were all pretty impressed, Barack. So a couple people were very excited for Miami. They think they're, like, okay, this is one of the best teams in the league. Some people are like, well, wait a minute, it's just UCA. Where do you think you sit in terms of the rest of the league? You think you set maybe top 3, top 2? You think you're kind of middle 5, 6? You think you're still kind of at the bottom? I mean, you're obviously probably a little biased, but where do you think you actually sit in terms of league after 1 week?
I mean, after 1 week, I think that we proved that we're better than like the bottom third. So I think we're right around where we need to be. I mean, honestly, I think we can just keep proving people wrong. But at the same time, we just need to prove that we can end up playing these games. We can play these games at a high caliber. And UCA has been dealing with some staffing issues, as well as Parker Howe has been struggling on the offensive side. So I genuinely think that there is not a whole lot of expectation for us because of that. And ultimately, it comes down to how we play each week. We take it 1 week at a time. There's no thinking about week 4. There's no thinking about playoffs. We're thinking about week 2 right now. And then once week 2's done, we're thinking about week 3. We're just going to keep taking it like that.
I like it. Blake Pars, you guys got anything else for Coach Brock Chalk?
I think I've asked what I need to ask. You got anything else, Pars?
I've had fun with my questions. Thank you for indulging, answering, and just being on for this question. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Coach
Of
Brock.
course.
All right, Brock
Thank you
Chalk.
guys for having me.
Congrats on the win again, man. Worst of luck next week and Wednesday night. You play at 8:30 Wednesday, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, worst of luck in that game, bud. And I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Talk to you next week.
Thanks, bud.
All right. Bye-bye.